It all starts with the data. If you have the world's best sales leads, if you have the list, the perfect list with all the people in your total addressable market with the correct contact info, so every call you make, you're getting directly to them. Every email you send, you're getting directly to them. You can become.
Welcome to Sales Secrets with Brandon Bornancin. On the daily, Brandon shares new secrets to help maximize sales and make more money today. Never miss a show by hitting the subscribe button now.
Brandon Bornancin is the CEO and founder of Seamless.ai. Seamless.ai delivers the world's best sales leads, maximize revenue, increase sales, and acquire your total addressable market instantly using artificial intelligence. Brandon, it's a pleasure to have you on the show. Are you ready to dive in?
Yes, thanks for having me, man. Really excited, Morgan. Love the show and awesome to be here.
Awesome. How does Seamless.ai get results for its customers?
Yeah, so my team and I, we were selling for IBM and Google, and we found it expensive, difficult, and time-consuming to acquire new customers. We were spending millions of dollars on these old, expensive sales databases. You know, I call them the Dun & Bradstreet leads or the ZoomInfo leads where we were cutting a check for millions of dollars. We get access to these databases. We were promised that they would have every single person in the world that we would need to sell to. We were promised that the accuracy was perfect. We log in, if I've got 1 million people I need to sell to, we'd log into the database, there'd be 5,000 people that match my title and company criteria. And we were pissed. And then we would email and call the 5,000. Half of them were wrong emails, wrong phone numbers, no cell phones, you name it. And after constantly, and I was selling multi-million-dollar deals, $1 to $50 million deals for IBM and Google. And those deals, you spend a lot of time on highly custom personalized emails, right, calls, voicemails, videos. So every time that I would spend 20 to 30 minutes on this highly specialized ROI, value-driven business case, email or pitch, I'd ship it to one of the Dun & Bradstreet or ZoomInfo leads, and then it bounces. After that happens over and over and over again, I wanted to blow my brains out. So I'm like, there's got to be a better way. I'm like, why is there not a search? Why can't we have a search engine that in real time finds every single person with the current title at the current company that you need to sell to? And then why can't we use AI? And the search engine, I got the idea from selling for Google. And then when I was selling for IBM, I was selling IBM Watson. And I'm like, I know the technology of AI and IBM Watson, like you could research and validate anything in the world. Why can't we use artificial intelligence to research, validate, and verify cell phones, emails, direct dials for people? So I took the idea and concept behind search from Google and the idea and concept of artificial intelligence from IBM, combined it, spent years building Seamless. I used it as my own secret weapon selling for IBM and Google, quickly went from millions in sales to over $100 million in sales, became a multimillionaire. And then that's when I made my first 6-figure commission check in 1 month, my mind was like, holy shit, my life has changed. I want to help the world make 6 figures a month in income, in sales, in commissions. I want the world to be in 7 to 10 to 20 back-to-back appointments on the hour, every hour, like I was selling high ticket deals. Like you typically high ticket, you're in 1 appointment, 2 appointments a week. I was in 7 to 10 calls and demos and pitches every single day because of my technology. And that's when I was like, you know what, we're going to go all in. I want every salesperson, marketer, and entrepreneur to win our 7-figure club award, which means they generate over $1 million in sales. And that's what Seamless.ai is. World's best sales leads. You go in there, it's like a search engine. It is a search engine where you type in any title, company criteria, boom, you get in real time, research instantly in seconds, every single person that matches that, who you need to sell to. And then we use AI to research, validate, and verify cell phones, emails, and direct dials for anyone. Incredible. And now we're helping, almost 200,000 sales teams, marketing teams, entrepreneurs.
Awesome. So combining that search engine technology with AI to source the most accurate sales leads possible. So a little bit, your story, how you were able to accelerate the amount of meetings that you were booking. This was all from just getting that accurate info. So you must have been, trying to figure out how much time you are actually getting back from making sure that every contact you're reaching out to is accurate.
Yeah, I was spending 5 hours a day, 4 to 5 hours a day building lists, researching the people that I need to sell to, researching emails, researching phone numbers, researching cell phones. And also your motivation decreases, right? So not only are you spending 5 hours a day building these lists manually or going through these old, expensive, outdated databases, but your motivation decreases every time you spend 1 minute to 20 minutes to 30 minutes to send a highly personalized video, email, text message, call, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're working all these endless hours. Every time you get bounced back or wrong phone numbers, you can't connect with the buyer, your motivation decreases. So like I saw this negative multiplier effect on me, and I'm like, we have to change. This industry is so weird. Why isn't it using technology? Because all these database companies, they've got human, 500 researchers calling the company lines and scouring the internet. And I'm like, dude, my whole career, I've been an entrepreneur and a salesperson for high-tech companies. There's a way to automate it all. And Sergey Brin and his wife from Google, they invested in Seamless. Amazon invested in Seamless. So I use Seamless to find all of my customers and become a millionaire selling full-time. Then I use Seamless to prospect venture capitalists and closed Amazon, the Google founder and his wife, Guy Kawasaki, if you've ever heard of him.
Sure.
He was the largest evangelist at Apple. And then everything starts with the list, right? Anything you want to do. And then we've acquired hundreds of thousands of sales teams and tens of thousands of customers because of the list. And what people, I think, don't realize, like, it all starts with data.
Mm-hmm.
Before you can call, email, social sell, pitch, prospect, close deals, it all starts with the data. If you have the world's best sales leads, if you have the list, the perfect list, with all the people in your total addressable market with the correct contact info, so every call you make, you're getting directly to them. Every email you send, you're getting directly to them. You can become limitless in sales. And that's how we scaled from 5 employees to 200 employees in less than 3 years. That's how we scaled from $0 in sales to multiple 8 figures in sales. Onto our way. My goal this year is 9 figures in sales. The way that we've been able to do that is because we use our software. We have every single person that we need to sell to, and then we sell to that list. And I think a lot of VPs, a lot of directors, even C-suite, they don't realize that the life they want, the family they want, the marriage they want, the sales they want, the income they want, the revenue they want is going to be fueled by the people that they can sell to on the list. You're one list away from everything you want in life. And that will save all of your time.
Awesome. So it's kind of like that. How can we get reps to spend, or anyone to spend more time selling and less time doing, building lists, validating data, dealing with those bounce backs. So it's spending the most amount of time possible on actually selling.
100%. And it was interesting. I got sick of the databases. And then I also was kind of sick of Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, all these social platforms. So for me if I'm like, I can change Morgan's life forever for the better, I have to add you as a friend. I have to connect with you, but you may not know me. You may not connect with me back on LinkedIn, you name it. I'm like, why is the world making it difficult for each other to connect? Even LinkedIn is hard to connect with people because it's got to be a two-way acceptance. And what if Morgan can change your life? You don't know him, so you don't accept his LinkedIn connection or his Facebook friend request. And then that person's transformation that Morgan could have totally revolutionized their life never happens because there was no easy way to connect to opportunity. So I'm like, I want to break down the barriers of relationship building, of connecting to opportunity. Our mission is to help the world connect to opportunity and positively impact 1 billion people. If I can help anyone connect with anyone instantly, in seconds, no barriers. Doesn't matter your social status, doesn't matter where you came from, doesn't matter where you work, doesn't matter where you live, doesn't matter if you went to Harvard, MIT, Yale, wherever. I want to empower everyone. I came from broke, poor family out of Cleveland, Ohio. Family, my mom and dad worked 4 jobs. I had no network. I had no relationships. No one knew who I was. My, school teachers all thought I would be a failure. But if you are motivated and you do whatever it takes, and then you have the ability to connect with anyone one-to-one, That's the power of Seamless. Connecting to opportunity instantly.
Well, I wish you were more passionate about it.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm just kidding. That's incredible. And I've been an individual contributor before, and I definitely understand how much time is wasted just wading through bad data. So I totally get it, and I definitely see the power in it. So let's go into, you've got the list. What's you're around cold outreach all day, every day, right? It's your life.
Yep. Yeah,
What's working right now? Like, what do you see working inside and outside of Seamless?
Yeah, I would say an omni-channel sales approach.
Okay.
A lot of people are like, first off, what's working is dependent on like the industry, what's your deal size, high transaction, low transaction, high volume, low volume, because different companies and different verticals and different personas and different ticket sizes all have different strategies, right? But at the core, across all of them, you need to leverage, every day you need to have a massive list of every single person that you need to sell to, which you could build with Seamless. And then once you have that list, you got to leverage an omni-channel outbound approach. So when I was selling for Google and IBM in marketing, it was always about leverage all the marketing channels. PPC, display advertising, social media, SEO, content, email marketing. You leverage all the channels. We never had arguments about email marketing is better than Google ads, is better than display ads, is better than Facebook ads, is better than SEO. It was always, you do it all. And then when I stopped selling marketing and got into like building Seamless and working with, hundreds of thousands of salespeople, it was funny. Like, salespeople argued and debated about, oh, the phone is the only channel, email's the only channel, LinkedIn's the only channel. I'm like, guys, you're missing the boat here. You have to, number one, find a way to deliver value. Who's your persona? Where are they at today? Where do they want to go tomorrow to be successful? What is the gap? How do you fill the gap? Point A, point B. Get them from point A to point B. I think about it when I lived in New York. In the summer in New York, it was hot as shit. It was terrible. The subways were nasty. I hated living in Manhattan in the summer. I would rather be on a beach, right? So point A, Brandon's living in Manhattan in the summer. He hates it. Point B, I want to be in the Bahamas, on Eczema Bay, swimming with the pigs. It's like, someone take me from point A to point B, my desired state, my dream state. And I think number one, it starts with the value. And then once you know the value and the results and the transformation that you're going to deliver to help your prospects go from their biggest pain to their biggest desires, you have to leverage an omni-channel, long outbound campaign, calls, email, social touches, video, content development, all of it, email marketing. You got to do it all. And do it in a way where you're trying to like change and transform their life.
So like from a sales rep's perspective, like let's say if they're just working as an individual, right? How can they structure their day? What are some things that they can do to leverage this omni-channel approach?
Yeah. So the way that you create scalable, repeatable, predictable revenue is you have to pick a niche to get rich. So when I say pick a niche to get rich, I mean like highly targeting one persona, one industry, one title, one department, one revenue size. So you pick a niche to get rich. I would do that first thing in the morning. Then I would build a massive list of all of those personas that are very specific. Like for me, VPs of sales, B2B SaaS, employee size, 50 to 500 or 500 to 1,000, right? Whatever employee size you want to go, revenue, you name it, location. So then I've got my massive list, my pick a niche and get rich strategy list. And then my messaging across calling, emailing, social selling, video, texting is so specific that I don't need to say, hey, Morgan, I know you went to UNC and you like the Tar Heels, blah, blah, blah. No one gives a shit. But when you pick a niche, you get rich with the one persona and the one industry and the one employee size and one revenue size. I can write like, hey, Morgan, I know you are VP of sales in SaaS at a high growth B2B startup. You probably have venture capitalists breathing down your neck. Where's my revenue? You probably have your SDRs starving for more appointments. Your AEs are probably missing quota. They're dying to be in more qualified pitches back to back on the calendar every hour. Period. I can help you eliminate all of your wasted time on endless manual list building, prospecting, CRM, data entry, and your empty calendar of no appointments with qualified buyers, and flood your book of business with back-to-back on the hour, every hour deals, and help you crush your revenue targets, you name it, right? So when you write your messaging with the pick a niche and get rich strategy, it's scalable to 1 million people in that niche. I don't need to worry about personal interests. If you reach out to me and you're like, hey, Brandon, I know you love the Buckeyes, but and I want to get you a telephone service for your office, I don't give a shit that I like the Buckeyes. My whole company is remote. I don't need a telephone service. Everyone uses their mobile. I'm never going to buy. So I recommend get rid of the personal research. Like, of course, you can do it when you're in a demo, but don't worry about the personal research. Do all account-based research. Pick a niche and get rich. And then when you do that, when you have the list for the niche and you've got all the account biggest pains, biggest desires, the transformation that you will deliver in your messaging, you can do unlimited calling, emailing, social selling, video, texting, you name it, to these people.
What is that campaign length typically look like?
It depends, right? Mm-hmm. High transaction companies are going to have very short campaigns, in and out. High ticket, which means like, hey, $50,000 deals, $100,000 deals, $1 million deals, is going to have long campaigns. 10 touches, 15 touches, 20 touches, 30 touches. Like Salesforce CRM is going to come in and out. Like they'll do 5 to 10 touches, right? Mm-hmm. But when I was selling for IBM or Google, multi-million-dollar deals, it was 20 to 50 touches, highly personalized, highly value-driven. High transaction can be highly personalized and value-driven when you do the pick a niche and get rich strategy. But based on the volume and transactions, increases the length or decreases the length of these sales campaigns.
Makes sense.
Because high transaction is going to be low ticket. So on a low ticket deal, you're going to need to increase the volume. On a high ticket deal, you're going to increase the messaging and the length of the campaigns.
Makes sense.
Great question, by the way.
Thank you. Your customers, I'm interested to hear. I know you do some work with interviewing your customers, and you've got you build customer success stories.
Yeah, presidentsclubawards.com. Presidentsclubawards.com.
There you go.
We give awards out to every single customer that generates $100,000 in sales. That's a 6-figure club award. The 7-figure club award means you've generated over $1 million in sales. And then the 8-figure club award is you generate over $10 million in sales.
Awesome. The people you brought in, or the people I've earned to get into that club, what is some of the transformation you've seen? I really like what you're talking about with pick a niche to get rich. I'd like to know examples that other people have used kind of with that line of outreach.
Yeah.
People have done.
I mean, it's been insane. I'm trying to look at I'm looking for the big list right now. But if you go to presidentsclubawards.com, we've got people who have generated, let's just pull it up. We've got people who have generated $20 to $100 million in sales in less than a year using Seamless. We have reps that have went from 0 to 2.8 million in 45 days, 3 months, 90 days. SDRs who went from 1 to 2 appointments a week to 10 to 20 appointments a week. I got my sales team went from, my sales team now is booking 400 to 500 appointments a day using Seamless. So the transformations are insane. I've got thousands of case studies on presidentsclubawards.com. Daniel went from 30 million to 80 million in sales in 20 months. Steve went from 0 to 20 million in 6 months. Werner went from 0 to 12 million in sales in 90 days. LifeThread, 0 to 10 million in sales in 45 days. And what's great is people will think when you tell this stuff, they will think that I'm lying or I'm bullshitting, right? When I throw out those big numbers, that's why I'm like, we have to get it on video because these are real live stories, case studies. You don't even need to trust me because we have the person who generated the revenue results on a 30-hour-long video interview talking about the transformation, the results, and how they did it. So it's been incredible. And that's my whole thing is like, I'm a multimillionaire. Will always have all the money in the world. It's not about me. My goal is how do I make every single person achieve their financial freedom. Be like, if you're at 5 figures, I want you to get to 6 figures. If you're at 6 figures, I want you to get to 7 figures. If you're at 7 figures, I want you to get to 8 figures in sales, in revenue, in income, in commissions. My whole life's purpose is to transform your life and to get you to this 6, 7, 8 figure club in income.
That's a great goal. I love it. Great vision.
I think that's what fuels our success, why we've won, fastest growing SaaS company in the US as a top 10 fastest growing SaaS company in the US, LinkedIn top 50 startups. Like, dude, none of these big companies, D&B, Zoom, whoever else is out there, none of these companies give a shit about you. Literally, every day I wake up 7 days a week, 18 hours a day. My whole goal with everything I do from when I wake up to when I go to bed is to help you transform your life. And when you help other people get what they want, when you help other people get rich, when you help other people build the life they want, the family they want, get the cars, the houses, the vacations, the college education for their kids, you name it, you will eventually get what you want. And that's why our mission is so obsessed with positively impacting a billion people, helping you connect opportunity. And I'm all in on doing whatever it takes to maximize your success professionally and personally every single day, 7 days a week.
I want to touch on the phone for a minute, because I know Seamless offers mobile phones.
Yeah, cell phones, direct dials, company lines.
Right, all that. What have you seen around the phone, right? As far as what it takes to get a hold of someone, how many touches it takes to get a hold of someone on the phone, and kind of like what you've seen in the difference between maybe the office phones and mobile.
Yeah, what's great with Seamless is, we're seeing people connect with 50 to 75% of their list on the first try. And it's been insane, right? Because we've got cell phones and mobiles and direct dials for everyone. So literally on the first call, they're connecting with an insane amount of prospects. And it's not about the connection, like the connection is critical. It's really about the script and the pitch. If you're a bad salesperson and I can connect you with every single prospect in the world one-to-one via the cell phones and direct dials that Seamless automatically researches in seconds, I need you to be amazing at the phone and having a great opener, having a great elevator pitch, having a great transformation story, having great credibility statements and one call to action, not 90 call to actions. So I think people that don't like the phone, it's only because they don't know something. And the knowledge of how to do the pitch, the tonality, the excitement, the scripts, the credibility statements, the elevator pitch, all of that, the transformation, all of that. But it's been super successful for all of our customers. And if they know how to pitch on the phone.
Gotcha. Got to connect and then have to convert once you get them on the phone.
Yep. Yeah. And we've got a lot of training on that too. Like, I assume responsibility for everything. So by me saying you have to be good at pitching over the phone, if you're not good, then you will churn eventually. So we've taken it upon ourselves to make sure that we help train you on your call pitch, on your email pitch, on your phone pitch. So we've built a training portal in Seamless.ai that you could access for free that will give you all the training that we give even our own SDRs and AEs, so that you can become lethal and a master at selling over the phone.
And what were those high-level points you mentioned? Opener, elevator pitch, credibility, story, and call to action.
I recommend opener. Like, you got to have a strong opener and not make it about you. Like, hey, John, I love being positive. Hey, Morgan, happy Saturday. Love everything that you're doing over there with your podcast. Loved your last show with XYZ. And then I go right into like asking permission to get a few seconds. Like, hey, can I get 10 seconds real quick? Can I get a few seconds real quick? Tell you why I'm calling. And then I go right into my elevator pitch. And my elevator pitch is super laser focused on the one niche, the one persona, the one industry, the one employee size, the one revenue size, the one location, you name it. So that's why it's highly relevant. Then after that, I dropped social proof. We've helped Equitable Advisors, 0 to 4 million in sales in 8 months. I've helped Team Fund go from 0 to 3.7 million in sales in 1 month. I've helped Juice go from 0 to 2.8 million in sales in 1 year. I've helped Prospecting Done For You, 0 to 2.5 million sales in 10 months. Boom, 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 boom. Then my call to action. Yeah.
What's
I'd
your
love
go-to
to
call to
help
action?
you. Well, hey, I'd love to help you fill your calendar with back-to-back appointments on the hour every hour and generate millions in sales and win a seven-figure club award. And then you could get into the aggressive close or a more conservative close. Aggressive close. I know I called you out of the blue. When can we pencil in 5 minutes? I'd love to show this thing to you. I'd love to show you the power of this. I'd love to show how we could help your team flood the calendar on the hour every hour. That's like the aggressive appointment close. The more conservative is like, look, I know I called you out of the blue, but I truly believe we can help transform your business. Is it worth a chat to pencil in a few minutes to dive into more? I know I called you out of the blue. You're probably working on 90 million different things. And then, so you go super hard close, get the appointment, super soft close. Is this worth a chat, worth a convo for us to help you, eliminate X and accomplish Y?
I know you mentioned tonality, and you even had some variance there in those two different closes, the aggressive and conservative, because of course it's not all about what you say, but how you say it. How do you guys teach tonality to people?
I think tonality comes from the impact that your product makes. We're so we share not millions, but we have we have over 10,000 success stories, case studies, testimonials that we share every day that are coming in from the hundreds of thousands of users that use our product. So we know our platform will fundamentally transform your life forever for the better. We know if you don't use Seamless, you will, with a high degree of confidence, not win the 6-figure club, 7-figure club, 8-figure club awards insanely fast. You are at a highly disadvantage from doing that. So when you know the transformation that your product will deliver, you're highly confident, you're highly passionate, you're eager to help them. It'd be like if you were the world's best gym trainer training someone to lose 10 pounds or 20 pounds. You're the guru, you've got something that will change their life, and they got to follow your strategy because it will work. That's how we operate. And that's how we have such tonality. And then, I do teach tonality in my books. I do teach tonality in my training where, you got to increase your confidence, decrease your voice, increase your voice, different inflection points, speed it up to make a point, slow it down to really jab them. And it's hard to teach, but it depends on the script where you can, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know exactly what you're saying.
And decrease it. Am I making any sense? I probably described that bad.
No. I know exactly what you're talking about. Like high level, big picture.
And you see what I did there? I just used fast tonality and slow tonality right on you, Morgan.
You did.
Yeah. So at different points in your script, you're going to increase, decrease the volume of your voice. And you could increase and decrease the speed of your voice to accomplish anything. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. Absolutely. Having confidence in yourself, your company, your product, right?
You have to be sold on your products and services. If you're not sold on yourself, if you're not sold on your company, if you're not sold on your platform, and if you're not sold on your mission to serve your customers and to change their life forever for the better, your tonality will suck. Your pitch will suck. So you got to get sold. And that's what this book is about, whatever it takes. This book, Master the Habits to Transform Your Business, Relationships, and Life, will teach you why you need to be sold on yourself and building the habits in sales, in marketing, and entrepreneurship. You get the book on Amazon. I cover a lot of that. And then also Sales Secrets. We interviewed over 100 sales experts. A lot of them talk about all of these different secrets. That book's also on Amazon. Covers a lot of this stuff.
Awesome. One last thing I wanted to ask you, kind of a two-parter. What's the most impressive outreach you've seen lately, and from inside your company or out? And what does it really take to connect with the people who don't want to hear from you most, the C-level, people who get hit up every day?
So the best stuff that I've seen, it's stupid and it doesn't scale, but it's hilarious, is the cameo videos. Cameo videos are funny but unscalable because anyone at the whole company will share it. Like someone was trying to sell my VP of marketing yesterday. Send him a cameo video of William Hung, the guy who sang "She Bangs, She Bangs."
Yeah.
And I was dying because William Hung jumped on there, sang a song to Jonathan, our VP of marketing. And like that got our attention, but guess what? We're not on the market for the service that person sent. Mm-hmm. We have so many other things that we're trying to fix or buy that it's not a priority. So that's a good one to like get awareness, but isn't relevant. Like I love the people who reach out, highly research us, and talk about where we're at today, where we need to go tomorrow, the results, the transformation that they could deliver, how they've delivered it for a ton of people just like me or our company, and then one call to action.
Awesome.
And I hate the people that just blast bullshit. Hi, it's Brandon. I do this. This is how we do it. This is why we're amazing. Would you like to set up an appointment?
So getting extremely specific on where they're at now, where they want to be, how you can help them, and just getting
eliminate
really
my biggest problems and deliver my greatest desires. Period. Everyone is trying to get to a promised land. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's more money, more time with family, financial freedom. Maybe it's a new car. Like I've got this up here. Where is it? I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. So on my wall, I've got no risk, no Ferrari, early bird gets the worm, fly or fall with Rolls Royce. Like one of my things is I love cars. So like, if you know that, pitch me about helping me eliminate my pain, accomplish my goals to buy the cars or whatever it is, right? Like I'm not that passionate about cars. I'm more passionate about positively impacting 1 billion people and helping the world connect opportunity. But you got to figure out what are people's biggest pains, what are people's biggest desires, and get them from point A to point B.
Love it. Seamless.ai. Check out the software. Also check out Brandon. He's got 3 books, bestsellers on Amazon, Whatever It Takes, Sales Secrets, and 7-Figure Social Secrets. Did I have that right?
7-Figure Social Selling. You got it.
7-Figure Social Selling.
Yeah. Feel free to join Seamless. It's free. I post daily strategies, tips, best practices there. You'll also be able to use the platform for free to get cell phones, emails, and direct dials for anyone in seconds.
Awesome. Brandon, it was a pleasure having you on. I love your energy. It was great chatting with you.
Great questions, Morgan. I love going into the weeds on tactical sales stuff. You rock. Love your show and audience. Hope you enjoyed it. Would love to connect on LinkedIn. Best of luck. Let's make this next year your biggest and best yet.
Thank you for listening to Sales Secrets with Brandon Bornancin. If you enjoyed the show, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss an episode that drops on the daily. Your success is our success. This show is sponsored by Seamless.ai, the world's best sales leads. Get direct dials, emails, and cell phones for anyone in seconds. Request an invite to join for free at Seamless.ai. That's Seamless.ai.